Hi everybody, it's Rachel from Sage. How are you today? I'm back with another declutter video. Today it's going to be primers, foundations, setting sprays, powders, blushes, bronzers, cream and powder. And I think I'll have a dig through my travel makeup case as well. There are some things that are definitely on the chopping block here. I'm just going to reorganize them a little bit better. So let's get into that. All right, let's start with an easy category. Needless to say, these are setting sprays. Needless to say, I'm not getting rid of any of them because I use them all for different things. This one I use between steps, delicious. This one I use to lock down the makeup on the hot, sweaty days, amazing. I've just repurchased that. This one is in my travel makeup kit because it's teeny tiny, and I just use these sample size ones in my travel makeup bag, which is over there because they're small. This is good. Is it a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury? Is it as good as the Charlotte Tilbury? No. It's not bad. Please excuse my voice. I am recovering from some, lurgy that's going around. And that is one of my OGs, the Maybelline Lasting Fix. Whenever they have the sale at Chemist Warehouse or Priceline or wherever, I go and buy multiples. It is brilliant. It's not fragranced. It doesn't make your skin feel tight, but it really locks your makeup down. I use it on clients. They all tell me their makeup lasts hours and hours and hours, even after dancing, drinking, partying, all the rest of it. So, easy category to say all can stay. Let's move on. Primers and a couple of random ring-ins that I just found. Now I do consider sunscreen to be primer, particularly these sorts of sunscreens, that one there, and that one there, and that one there. And they are, high quality sunscreens, but they are also excellent primers. So the two Natio ones, the illuminating primer, I typically use more in the winter because it is hydrating. The Bronze Glow Perfecting Primer is beautiful and light and has a gel-like finish and does have a tint. It's really nice for no makeup or a bit of a glow, and it's a really nice summertime one because it doesn't feel greasy at all. The Wet n Wild Impossible Primer is new to me, direct from the US. I really like it. I don't love it as much as the Wet n Wild Coconut Water, which I think is my all-time favourite Wet n Wild primer, to be honest. The e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer is good. I really like it compared to the one that was in the pot. I really like the liquid version much more, and it does make my makeup last longer. The NYX California Beaming Highlighter Drops and the Fix Me Up Brow Tamer. Look, I so rarely use these, but there are occasions when I want to have them. And the California Beaming Drops go really well in a body foundation situation, like for shoulders or, clavicle, or that sort of area where I just want a bit of tan and I haven't got self-tan on. And this is amazing. I mean, it's a huge bottle. I'll never use all of that up, but they are going to get to stay because they do serve a purpose. This is nearly finished. I really need to focus on finishing that one, and I don't know that I'll repurchase it, to be honest. The smell of it I like, but the smell doesn't go away, and that's kind of weird to me. Anyway, one of my favorite sunscreen / primers, I've just whacked some on now. If my skin just feels sad, I'll just whack it on because it's got hyaluronic acid in it and it's so good. These are technically primers, I guess, but I wear them sometimes as foundations, and I've probably used more than half of each of those. It's hard to tell with these bottles, but I will finish these next year. If not, I won't finish them this year. I've got shades 1 and 2, and I just sort of go between them. I haven't used them a lot lately. I tend to use them more in the winter. Once again, a sunscreen, but I believe is primer. very nice, very thick, and it will be used up pretty soon. This is the original L'Oreal Magique base. It is that silicone primer. There's no writing on it, but I can assure you it is the OG. I believe this is still available in Australia, but may not be available overseas. I don't know why that is. Look, there's times when I want a super blurring primer, and that certainly fits the bill. So am I decluttering anything here? No. Oh dear. We're not off to a good start, are we? Oh well, that's life. I do use everything though, so you know. Liquid blushes and highlightery things. Now, this one is the MK Beauty Pink Glow. It is so disgustingly messy and really old. So I'm going to put that in the bin, and it's nearly empty anyway. It was in my project pan, and I've used as much of it as I can kind of stand. But the applicator does my head in. Having said that, I have got it in Peach Glow, and that is a shade that I know I will like more. Will I be able to stand the applicator? Probably not, but I will start to use that one. That I purchased some time ago, before I really had understood these applicators and how much I disliked them. But nonetheless, I've got this nice shade, and I think I will get some use out of it. And if it's no good, it can go as well. Okay, so one out, one in, I guess. This is the LYS. This is the LYS Cream Blush, which I have hit pan on in Confident. This is beautiful, and I hoped to have used a bit more than this, but here it is. I have hit pan, and I've got a good pan. It is more of a winter shade for me. It is glorious on my skin. Everybody, whenever I wear it on camera, somebody always says, wow, that blush looks amazing, and it's kind of the same in real life too. And LYS, honestly, they don't miss very often, so I can really recommend that range to you. This is my second one of these, the Fresh Face Cheek and Lip Tint in the shade, what is it? Caramel Kisses. I adore this. This goes with me in my travel makeup bag because I can wear it as a lip tint and also as a blush, and sometimes I even wear it as a cream eyeshadow. So it can go straight back into my travel makeup case. Now, we have 4 sticks here. Oh, actually, that's a bronzer. What's that doing? That needs to go over there. So I have that Maca Max one. Now, this is so old. It's really old, and it's nearly finished. And I have a colour very similar in the Australis. It's a shame not to quite finish it. That's all that's left. Is it still going? See, these things, they just keep going and going. But it's so old, and I don't actually remember the last time I wore it. So I'm going to declutter that because it's probably a bit off because it's very old. Okay, that's out. Right, so I'm left with these 2 Australis ones in Girl Next Door and Side Chick. And Side Chick is a very similar shade to that Maca Max one. And I really like these, both of them. I wear them regularly. They can both stay. Now, let's get on to the Fenty. I tried to hit pan on this too. I just don't think I like the colour that much. The LYS one just has that hint of brown in it that this one doesn't seem to have. And I bought this, you know, everybody said this was the colour to get, Petal Poppin'. It's a good summer shade. Look, I'll keep it for now, but I really don't reach for it that much. I may end up decluttering it next year. So it's sort of a maybe at the moment. I'll just put it to the side because I will make a decision about that in a minute. Right, my blushes. My long-time favourite Napoleon Purtis. You can see I have lots of dints in this one. This is what I would compare. I'd never used the Hourglass powders, but to me, this looks similar, and I would be reluctant to buy an Hourglass powder. I don't think there's much price difference, to be honest. But I have loved the Napoleon Purtis Mosaics for most of my adult life. So anyway, it's going well. I use it often, and it's like a blush, finishing powder, highlighter, all in one for me, and sometimes I take it traveling. These ones are great for traveling as well. The Natasha Denona Blush Glow Duo. Listen, if you want to buy from a high-end brand and just try Natasha Denona's formulas for the first time, I recommend that you go to Sephora and buy one of these blush. This is teeny tiny. You've got a highlighter there and it's kind of a bit awkward. This one's a bit easier to use. But if you want to try her formulas, and her highlighter formula is superb, then I would recommend this. These are like $30 Australian, and they are great for travel. You can wear them as eyeshadows as well. Blush, highlighter, all in one. I've got the My Dream, Mini Dream Glow Blush, which is a cooler tone, as you saw. And this more pink one, what is the actual shade? Blush Glow Duo, that's all it's called. I think it comes in a light. I think I've got light. And it also comes in a deeper one as well. Two beautiful blushes from an Aussie brand, Mellow Cosmetics. Look at them, aren't they gorgeous? You can see there's good tile coming through in that peachy one, which is very like Milani Luminoso, the one at the back there, and then one at the front here. I don't wear as often, and I don't know why, because it's beautiful. Pinky Promise, and this one's Peach Jazz. Really, really high quality, and Mellow is not an affordable Australian brand, but an Australian-owned brand, and I'm very supportive of that. And I really like all of their products that I've used. So there you go. Right, let's move on to this blush set. Now I mostly use this as a blush set. This is a eye and cheek blushing palette. This is the L'Oreal Emotions Nude. And you can see there's everything in there. The quality's pretty good. It's not amazing. It's highly fragranced, but it was only like $10. So, you know, I'm happy to keep that, because I do like I particularly like the colors over this side. And those shimmers are pretty good. Like, they're pretty high quality shimmers for the price that I paid. So it can stay. The amazing, unique Moira Ombre blusher in Orange Blossom. Definitely not going anywhere. It's super old, but I still use it, and there's still so much product in there. It's crazy how much value I've gotten out of this. This one is Milani's Berry Amore Baked Powder Blush 03. I really struggle to get this to pick up on the brush. You can see I've had to scrape it to break up the hard pan. And to be honest, I just don't wear it. Not compared to the Luminoso. I've got a new Luminoso. Where have I put that? Oh, that must still be in my backup bag cupboard. So I'm going to declutter that, because I haven't used it in a long time. I got this as a gift, or maybe, you know, one of those points bonus things or something. Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in Party. It's a mini size. It's super cute. Look how cute that is. And I have this in my travel makeup bag because it's so tiny. And I wear this as eyeshadow blush as well. And it's very cute and handy and can stay. And it won't last very long because it's so small. Now here are my 3 Barry M blush toppers. This is the deeper one in Paradise. This is the one I wear most in Sunray. And this is the really pink one in Coastal. They're all beautiful and I wear all of them. So, and I also use them as highlighters, eyeshadow, you know, that sort of stuff as well. And the packaging is sustainable and they can all stay. Okay, let's move on to bronzers, and actually I'll do face palettes first. I've only got 2 of those anyway. Here are my 2 face palettes. This one is the Mecca Max Holiday palette from last year, and I do like it. There's like a couple of redundant shades there for me, like that deep highlighter, not so much. The bronzer's okay. That pinker blush there is nice, and sometimes I even use that one. My daughter gave me that, so I'm not going to declutter it, but I actually prefer this one from Mellow. This is their Stardust Glow palette. I highly recommend this. There's also a medium to deep version of this as well. As you can see, I've used all of them quite extensively, and this bronzer is a beautiful cool tone contour, really, more so than bronzer. And this Delta shade is superb. Really, really pigmented, I have to say. So if you're a makeup artist and you're looking for, they're actually got a 40% off sale right now, not sponsored. But if you're looking for a really lovely face palette, and they do have a medium to deep version, then go and have a look at Mellow Cosmetics, because their face palettes are very nice indeed. This is a Moira Sun-Kissed Chic bronzer duo, bronzer and highlighter. Way too deep for me, way too deep. I've held on to this, unsure why I've held on to it. The formula is beautiful. I mean, Moira is so good. I think it's going to go. It's just too deep. Yeah, what colour is it? Do we have a more description? Sun-Kissed Chic, that's all it says. It's so lovely. Bronze Goddess. Yeah, look, it's too deep for me. What a shame. Okay, that one can go. Right, powder bronzers. This is my Fenty Beauty Sunstalker. This is actually too light for me now. You can see I've got great pan on it, but it will go back onto my trolley for when my skin is lighter again. And in the meantime, I will roll back in my Divine LYS bronzer, which is just a shade deeper, a hair deeper, and it is the shade Motivate. It's still their lightest shade, but it's okay for me, being a fair petal. And my other bronzer that I really love, this one has a slight glow to it, is the Mellow Bronzed Goddess. That's really great for traveling. I can also wear it as eyeshadow and contouring. And having looked at those, I might keep that Moira one just on the off chance that I need the deep highlight as an eyeshadow. All right, it's coming back in. I just can't part with it. Moira, it's got my heart. Okay, cream bronzer contours now. This one is still relatively new to me. The Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick in Biscuit. My goodness, is this good or what? It is crazy expensive, but so worth the money. This is a mini, and when this is done, I will be buying the full size. Absolutely. I am a huge fan of this formula. This blends out like a dream. My goodness, I'm so excited that I found that. And I'm also really in love. As you can see, look how well used they are already. Are my still fairly new Tower 28 cream bronzer, Sculptino in Getty. Look at the use on it, dudes. Look at the use. I am obsessed. And the Bronzino in West Coast. This is a glowy bronzer. I'm blown away, and I love them. If you have dry skin, You'll love these. You'll love them. And the shades, I thought about it long and hard about these shades, but I'm so happy with the shade match. Now this one here is affordable. This is Australis' Dewy and Daring Bronzer in, let's see, focus please, Ride or Die. This is really warm, like it really is caramel. And I can only wear this in summer. So this one will be getting some more love, as you know, in this warmer weather that we're having now. And I thought about decluttering it, but this is the time of year when I actually will use it. And it's really easy. Look, these are quality products, there's no question. I just don't know, sometimes their shade range of, you know, the more budget brands is a bit weird. But I guess that's what you're paying for when you're buying brands like this. Now this Tower 28 stuff is one of the more affordable brands at Mecca. So if you want to try a you know, a really trendy brand that's excellent quality and not have to sink heaps of bucks on it, then try Tower 28. I've loved everything from them that I've used so far. So the mascara is great. These are great. I've just got I had a sample of their lip oil. So I loved the lip oil sample. So I actually bought it in full size. So I'd actually recommend the Tower 28 stuff to you over Glossier at this point. The two things I tried from Glossier I just haven't been impressed with, but overall Tower 28 has really impressed me. So that's that. Oh, hang on, one more. Now this is, as you can see, still in its packaging. Oh dearie me. This is medium to dark. I don't even know why I have this. I don't know what fit of madness I purchased this in. Maybe I didn't have my glasses on. That's probably what happened. I will definitely be passing this on to somebody because obviously it is unused. So it's going. All right, let's move on to some powder.